Okay, just the other day I decided on a whim, I'm just going to start carving knives. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I carved a wooden Bowie knife. I practiced with small pieces first, then purchased 12-inch basswood blocks. I drew a center line down the long edge, another line to divide the handle from the blade, then 2 lines down the center edge to get the tapered shape of the blade. Next, I needed to remove the excess material around the blade. Here I'm using my bandsaw. I struggled on this part. I suspect my bandsaw blade tension wasn't set properly, resulting in me not being able to cut in a straight line. So it's a good thing I left a lot of room for error. So I've made a couple more of these wooden knives since the making of this video, and now I use a simple pull saw for this step. For me, it's just more precise than using my entry-level bandsaw. When I carved the smaller knives, I was pretty much able to whittle the entire thing. So I started doing this again in this step because I needed to clean up the lines from the bandsaw. It didn't take me long to figure out this was a very long road ahead, so I decided to do some aggressive filing to finish this portion. Here's the tapered look we're going for when you're looking at the spine and the edge of the blade portion. Here I'm drawing the profile of the handle. This is the rough shape of what the handle will look like as you view it from the top side. I'm doing my best to make it look symmetrical. The best way to do this would be to draw out and cut out a template so that it's precise. Time to remove the excess material just like we did for the blade. Here I'm trying a new method after what happened with the bandsaw. Again, this was a few projects ago, so now I use a pull saw for these steps. Now I have the shape I'm going for on the blade and the handle as you view it from the top and the bottom. You can use a file or sandpaper to clean up the rough edges. At this point, you can draw out the shape of the top and the bottom of the knife. Again, make sure it's symmetrical on both sides. I definitely like using the pull saw. The whittling portion is very therapeutic to me, and now it's really starting to look like a knife. I went back and forth whittling and seeing how it fits until it was perfect. I drew a center line on the top of the blade so that I can carve the false edge towards the tip of the blade. This is my favorite feature of the Bowie knife. The false edge is looking pretty good at this point. Next, I drew a center line down the bottom of the blade edge so I can carve the main bevel. After some work on the main bevel, I decided it's time to kind of smooth it out a little bit. Sandpaper's great for this portion. Sandpaper works great, but I recommend getting a set of nice files too to help smooth out these edges. Here's what it looked like after the filing. It gets even smoother after sandpaper. Alright, I'm at the point now where I'm satisfied with how it looks. I could have continued sanding and working on the little imperfections, but I kind of like the rugged look. This was my first one, and I feel like I'll get better each time. I think it's ready for some finishing. Before you apply your choice of finish, it's very important that everything is clean. After sanding, some people even like to dampen their project so that the fibers react and stick out. At that point, you can just go back and smooth it out one last time. Okay, so before the anticipated reveal of how this turned out, I just want to take the time to thank you so much for sticking with me this far into the video. I had a lot of fun with this and plan to use more exotic wood in the future so that it really pops after the finish. I'm already working on my next couple knives, so I hope to see you back soon.